I have 2 kids, and my daughter and my son are my left and right leg. This is the part the government's failing at. They're supporting us to only be us. They're only supporting our disability. They're not supporting our disability growing, and they're not supporting us growing with our families. When I personally got a disability, my 2 kids' lives became disabled, and that's not being recognized anywhere. My recovery has soared in the past 3 years because I've been able to enjoy my family, explore my neurological disorder, and have a life. This is a formula Canada needs to pay attention to because this matters. And having us going to centralized areas is only breaking families apart, and it's causing more depression and more issues than we realize. My name is Kristin, and I'm living with a neurological disorder. 8 years ago, I broke my neck in a car crash, and I was a quadraplegic. And I live with a neurological disorder, and I can, and I want to, and I will. I was a traffic control instructor for the Ministry of Transportation and Infrastructure. I took that job for 10 years, and I was an oil field worker running my own business for about 20 years. So being an entrepreneur, running my own company, having my own employees, instructing all across northern BC was a great life. What happened in my small community was our resources started to go away slowly. The mills got shut down first in northern BC, and then the oil and gas sector was next. And I found myself leaving the community, commuting a lot. As a single mom, I was overworked. So as a BC resident on WorkSafe BC, my income from my insurance puts me at $63,000 a year. I get top insurance and top disability pay. That didn't help me at all with my life. That helped me with my disability. The small community that I returned to only had supports in place for parents. There was no supports for a person on WorkSafe or an insurance claim. There was nothing, but nobody could reach me. So because I had these kids and I was a parent, I was able to survive. Anything else that I needed wouldn't reach. My physical state, anything I needed for therapy, not possible. So I had to use my own income, and I had to move here to Edmonton so that I could partake in some physiotherapy that I knew worked for me. And I've been all over BC for therapy. Believe me, I tried the whole list they give for a person that lives in my region, and it brought me to my next province over, which is really troublesome when we can't keep people at home with their families. I'm here alone now. My kids, they don't stay with me. They're with my parents, thank gosh for that. But I can't say enough that they don't help the families stay together, and we need to see more of that. My claim alone is one story, but being around a bunch of other people who are having these same struggles, this is what I'm finding. Nothing comes to them in their homes with their families. They have to leave, and that's breaking people. A disability is not just for the one person to take on and deal with, and that's how I felt for about 8 years. Yeah. It's a bad one. Being paralyzed, it's kind of inner reflection. It's an emotion and a feeling we don't explore enough. And one thing I learned through working through my paralysis is numb is a feeling, and I think it's time that we let Canadians feel it. We don't need to disbar them for it and label them as broken or dismiss that word numb. I don't like that anymore. I think we need to understand that numb is a feeling, and we're allowed to feel it, and that's okay. Yeah.